Good evening. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. When it comes to the game itself, very interesting game. Anyways, supporters always enjoy when there's so many goals, so I'm sure they enjoyed it. While us put us so much pressure, sitting there on the bench. When it comes to the game itself, I think we started the game very well. We used the ball well. We get into good situations. We had good moments of the game when we started until we managed not to score the first goal. After first goal, we managed to score again the second goal. Still in control, usage of the ball, confidence, Towards the end of that first half, I think we started becoming complacent, where, we could lose possession unnecessarily so, which we're not supposed to do because there was no pressure at that particular time, but we lost possession, in those situations, which you're not supposed to. I think maybe complacent, thinking that you're leading 2-0, maybe getting into our heads, thinking that the game is easy. And when halftime, we say to them, let's make sure that, we focus the first 20 minutes because we have seen it in the league games, whereby every time when we come back, the first 20 minutes you have struggled, especially when you're leading, because now it's something that we have to work very, very hard with them. That is, they must understand that the game, you 2-0 up, you win, you haven't won the game, you're just leading. And we knew that Amazon will come at us because at that particular time, they had nothing to lose. We knew that they would take the game to us, and exactly that happened. They took the game to us. We started the game second half, did not put passes together. We gave so much space and time on the ball, allowing Amazulu to get into the areas that became very, very dangerous. And those areas go wide. You don't stop the cross, they put the ball in the cross, they put the ball in the box, you don't pick in the box. Concede the first goal, and after first goal, I'm sure that Amazulu believed that they can come back, and the pressure now was on us, that we must not make mistakes. And unfortunately, when you think that, or when you tell yourself you mustn't make mistakes, that's when you make more mistakes. Allowed again, similar goal, just like the first one, allowed Amazulu to go into the areas and put the ball in the box, and again unmarked, concede the second goal. Yeah, kind of the boys that after that we kept on going, not easy. Kept on going, especially you were leading 2-0, then after that now it's 2-2. Kept on going until, we managed to get that last goal in the 90th minute. So happy with the win that we've gone, to the next round. I'm not happy with the way we conceded. I think we could have done better, in the situation, managed the game well, but unfortunately we didn't do that. But congratulations to my guest family for getting to the next stage of the competition, and we're looking forward, to the next game. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Colleagues, you raise your hand and introduce yourself, and then you ask the question. There's a mic rolling around.
Good evening, Coach. I'm from Independent Media. Coach, I think it's not necessarily an unfamiliar position, but my case, you are the defending champions of this particular cup. It's not a position that you guys or this group of players have found themselves in the 2 seasons that they've been in the top flight. How much mentally does that not necessarily affect, but how much influence does that have on the players ahead of this particular game? And when you look at halftime, you're in control. It almost seems as if you're cruising. Do you think that sort of mentality to say, okay, no, maybe we may have this game wrapped up at this point, and the fact that we are defending champions, we know exactly how to win this cup. How much of an influence do you think that kind of thing has on this particular group of players?
Yeah, the pressure is always on the champions. I said it, I think, in the pre-match interviews, say it's obvious the pressure is on us. We are defending champions, so when you go in there, the pressure's on you because everyone is looking at you that, hey, these are the ones that won the cup last season. How are they going to perform? So people expect so much, from you. It's very important for, us to be mentally strong, because otherwise it's not going to be easy. Each and every game that we're going to play in this competition, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very difficult, so we must be mentally strong. And again, tonight, it was a lesson that it doesn't mean when you're leading 2-0, you're winning the game. You have won the game. You must still continue playing, be able to manage the game, because you allow these teams come, now you score 2 goals, now you want now to defend, now you drop so deep, you are taking the opposition into the area that they can be able to hurt you. So it's something that you have to work with it, and sometimes it happens with the game, because what happened today, I'm sure even themselves, they're not happy with what happened, because we strongly believe that after leading 2-0, we thought that, we're going to be able to manage the game well. So going forward, we need to make sure that we manage the game well, and mentally we must be very, very, very strong, because it's not going to be easy. Thank you.
Hi, Coach. This is in the chamber from
Good times. Congratulations on the victory. Just your thoughts on the draw. You're going to be traveling to Orlando, playing Pirates, who've been rampant these days. I think 9 games in a row they've been winning. They happen also to be the team that Makesi eliminated last season. Just your thoughts on that.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because, hey, I'm coming to the battle that I was not there. So, but, it's going to be tough. But these are cup games. These are cup games, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We have done that before last season. We did that. The team did that. Still went past the Orlando Pirates. We know that this time it's not going to be easy, because they know that the last time that the team played against them, the team did well. So every opponent is difficult. And this one is not different. We know that it's going to be very, very. It doesn't matter, even if it was any other team or part of Orlando Pirates, we know that it was going to be very, very difficult. A difficult game. Maybe on this one, we can say the pressure is on Pirates than us, because when you co-play those games, everyone else expects Pirates to win. Like you said, they've done about nine games or so. They played 9 games, which they've done well. So the pressure is on them. Maybe that's the game also we find it better or easier for us to be able to do well, because the pressure is more on Pirates and not on us. Thank you.
We'll go to the gentleman.
All right.
And then we'll come this side.
Coach.
Watch. Awareness.
Coach, good evening to you. Congratulations to the win that you have today. So you lead 2-0 before the halftime, and definitely you have a different perspective of the game after leading 2-0. And then we come to the second half, boom, Amazulu equalizing 2-2. Can you take us through exactly what happened in your mind during that time when Amazulu equalized?
You see, we warned them already. We warned them already that, we go there, we think we have already won the game, it's going to backfire. So the way we finished, in the first half, toward the end of first, I think it was 5, 6, 7 minutes before the end of the first half, we could see that there's something that we have to improve, something that we have to change. It was more of mental. That, when we go in the second half, we must make sure that, we try as much as we can to concentrate. As a coach, you continue, because that is expected. Because these are the things that we want them. So if we did want them, we knew that it can happen. As a coach, I knew that it can happen. And when it happened like that, the only way I would do is to make sure that I continue pushing them, not still believing that, yes, the game is not yet it's not yet lost. We're still in the game. It just needs us one chance to be able to score. And even apart of that, though it was 2-2, but we had also good moments of the game. The chances maybe not clinical enough, into that final third. But what went into my mind was, I warned them about this, and now it's happening. What do I do? The only way I could do is to try continue motivating them, play with them, because immediately you show that, now it's a problem, then they also drop. But credit to them, they didn't drop, they continued fighting. getting ourselves also into good moments until we manage to score that winning goal. Thank you.
Thank you. Just the last two, James. Oh, three, four.
Congratulations, Coach. Good luck from SABC. Coach, following what happened at Royal AM, this is your first job as a coach. Just take us through what kept you strong, what made you feel motivated to coach again. Remember, you had a challenge at Bloemfontein Celtic, there was Royal AM. Just take us through what motivated you to keep fighting as a coach, and what lesson have you learned during those difficult times that you faced at Royal AM and Bloemfontein Celtic? Thank you.
Yeah, good question, man. It's been a very tough journey. It's been a very tough journey for me. Went to Royal AM, we had good moments. Celtic, we had good moments. We took the team to Africa, same as Royal AM, we took the team to Africa. And something happens and all those. So it has been a very, very difficult road. But what kept me going is the family is very supportive. But again, they understand that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. God doesn't also just give you or trials, or He doesn't just test you of something that you cannot handle. So, with the help of God, I've managed to to survive that. Not easy, like you said, because it still plays, it still plays in the mind what we went through and all those kind of things. But I strongly believe that as long as you're still alive, life has to move on. So here I'm standing, and I'm happy to be part of Manchester. They've been very, very supportive. The chairman himself, with his family, the supporters, and my supporting staff as well. They've been very, very supportive, the players themselves. So that has helped also a lot, to understand that, it's part of life. Now this one I never think of it's part of football. I say it's part of life, because it was more than football itself, whereby, something happened to the team, and, had to go through very, very rough time. But here we are. Here I am, still going strong. So as long as I'm still alive, continue pushing. And only stop pushing when you are 6 feet under. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats, Coach. This is Big Mike from Vuma FM and Marawa Sports Worldwide. Maybe this is not going to be a good question, but we saw your captain, interacting, or should I say, having, some tough words with his teammates. So on the field. So we just want to know what was going on there and what happened actually.
It's a man's game. It's a man's game. It's a heat of moments. You're there, you just say, "Sir, can you please go there?" You talk. The blood is hot. The blood is hot, and it's not personal. I didn't see what happened. I will try to check again or find out from the technical team. But those things happen in football, It's not every time. Maybe the situation was, maybe he was trying to give information and the other players thinking something else. So you will always have those kind of things. We have had all those kind of things. It's not a big issue. And whatever, was happening in the field, it ends up there. Most of the time it happens moments because of the heat of the moment. But after that, what happened? Did they continue playing? What did you see? What did you notice after that moment that you saw? I'm good. I'm happy that you managed to check. After that, what happened?
Yeah, well, after that they played.
They played, yeah. So it's too good. You don't even dwell into that. What we normally say to them: listen to teammates. It doesn't mean when I'm telling you something I know better than It doesn't mean me sitting here I'm better than the people in front of me. I make mistakes just like also people in front of me make mistakes. That's how life. But if I've made mistakes, I must be able to, say, yes, I've made a mistake, we move forward. What must I do? It's a game of, they have to communicate. They have to communicate. At the end of the day, they have to look for one thing. What you wanted is to win the game. And as a coach, I'm happy with that. Yes, moments of the game, that other things, it's the heat of the moment. We don't grow much on that. Thank you very much.
Final, Coach.
Coach, you got 1 win out of 9 games. I mean, how much considering that it is for you guys, and also, I mean, look at the position where you are at the moment.
We are talking about carrying cup. The league, let's wait for Test Galaxy. Let them Test Galaxy. Let's wait. And you're wearing carrying t-shirt.
Just to say, Coach, how massive this win is, you know, having gone through what you're going through in the league, how massive this win is, just to elevate the pressure.
That's a good question. I think good one. Yeah, it gives us confidence, you know, going to the league games. That believes that, you know, I think it's our first time we scored 3 goals. Yeah. The first time we scored 3 goals, so it's a very good question. It gives us confidence, you know, going to the league games. It's something that now, you know, I'm sure we believe, or the players believe, that we can be able to score, but we must be able to defend those. Yeah, but it's a good question.